HAILEY Bieber is speaking out about how she has been feeling recently regarding her personal life, online drama, her skincare brand, and so much more. As we all should know by now, HAILEY has kind of been through it this year, as there was a massive drama surrounding her and Selena Gomez, with people feeling like she was bullying Selena and constantly shading her online. People also accused her of copying Selena, from outfits to things that she would say and things that she would post online. The hate against HAILEY ended up getting so bad that she had to reach out to Selena and ask her fans to please stop sending threats, among other hateful messages coming her way. The two of them posted to their Instagram stories addressing the situation, and since then, things have been slightly better, but there's still a lot of negativity that comes towards HAILEY, as a lot of people still don't like her. But she recently sat down with Bloomberg for an interview, and they were talking about the internet and how toxic it can be. You know, that toxic gossip train. I cannot get that out of my head, you guys. But anyway, HAILEY admitted to having a complicated relationship with apps like TikTok because of the negativity on there and how nasty it can be, especially towards her. And she said that she found YouTube is actually really embracing and a positive place for her. It's kind of crazy to think about the fact that just before all of the Selena drama, I felt like HAILEY was kind of redeeming her image a little bit. I felt like a lot of people didn't like her because Justin ended up with her, but then suddenly people were obsessed with her. They were like, I want to do the HAILEY Bieber slick back bun. I want to do the HAILEY Bieber nails. Like, everything that she was doing was kind of trending. Everyone was doing the chrome powder nails for a second there, and I feel like people are still doing it. And it's just crazy how all of a sudden it just went downhill so very quickly during this year. And when she addressed like her relationship with being online and the internet and all of that, she said that she does like being vulnerable online with people because it allows them to see her in a different way than just letting people make assumptions about her, which is why I think she likes YouTube best, because the content is longer and people can see more of her personality, than like a clip of her walking on the street that people post on TikTok of like the paparazzi or like her being rude to a fan. It's like easier to see her in a better light when she's more in control of the content that she's putting out there. And I will say that in the times that HAILEY has come onto her YouTube channel or social media to talk about her personal life struggles, like with her health and things like that, she's always been met with positivity. I do think that when people hear her talking about that stuff, it's more relatable, it makes her more human, and people are kinder when they can kind of relate to you and understand you a little bit better. So I can see why YouTube is more her thing.
You know, the internet's not always a nice place. It's been kind of hard on you sometimes, hard on your marriage.
It's a more comfortable experience for me that way. I think it's really hard with the internet as it is about, you know, there's narratives that exist for anybody who's in the public eye, and there's narratives that exist for me that really hurt my feelings and make me really upset. But I think that I have had a lot more comfort in being able to create my own content that I have control over, that feels good for me.
She said she feels really misunderstood online and it makes her sad, but the negatives of social media doesn't outweigh the good side. She said the internet is not real life for her, but sometimes it's hard to kind of ignore everything with how loud it gets.
I don't think there's anything in the world that can prepare someone to step into such a broad amount of scrutiny and being talked about, and it kind of just like really puts you under a crazy magnifying glass, and I had just never experienced that before.
Then of course they had to dive into the recent Selena Gomez and HAILEY Bieber drama, and there's something about HAILEY even having to say Selena's name that I'm just like, yikes. I mean, imagine being so many years into your marriage and you're being asked about your husband's ex. It's just like such a strange situation. And of course people say that, you know, she brought it on herself because people believe that she's obsessed with Selena and things like that. But when she was asked about the situation, it seems like she was just trying to say that the false narratives being painted out there are what's led to all of this horrible hatred, all of the things that people make up and put out there, and it's not because of any of, you know, the three of them.
I don't think that this is about me, HAILEY Bieber, and Selena Gomez. This is not about this pitting between two women and division between two women. It's about the vile, disgusting hatred that can come from completely made up and twisted and perpetuated narratives
that can be really dangerous.
She said she's not okay with the division that this has caused and the fact that people are Team Selena and Team Hailey, and she thinks that her and Selena coming together to make that statement was good for people to see.
I'm not okay with the kind of division that it caused. I don't like this whole idea of team this person and team this person. I'm just not about that. I want to be able to bring people together, and I think that that was a really important moment for people to see that you can do that and you can bring people together, and it doesn't have to be about this divisive nature.
She said she hated them being pitted against each other since the beginning, and she doesn't know why they keep having to say time and time again that there's no issue with them, and it's disappointing that people still act this way over a man.
Because of a guy? It's awful. I hate it. I've hated it since the beginning, and I think that kind of goes back to a little bit of just being misunderstood, when it's like so disappointing that people still behave this way because of over a man.
Now, this wasn't the only thing that she addressed in the video. The video was very long, the interview, and she also talked about her Rhode skincare brand. She said that she does think about how drama and things like that can affect her brand. And I'm pretty sure when they asked her this question, they were wanting to know if she was like nervous about, you know, people not liking her and then not purchasing her products. But she kind of answered it in a way of like, you know, I'm not stopping work because people are attacking me. As in, like, her work ethic isn't changed by her getting talked about on the internet and things like that. But she was asked what she does during the day-to-day, because a lot of people just believe celebrities are not hands-on with their own brands and just slap their names on things. And she claimed that she handles the entire creative direction and formulation of the products. She handles like how things look and the aesthetic and, you know, what products she wants to put out and things like that.
Everything that you could imagine that has to do with the creative direction of the entire brand is like, that's my job here. And also the formulation is also the other thing that I'm the most involved in. So testing the products, talking about what I want to be the next product, figuring out our timeline and the pipeline. And for me, the biggest and most important thing about the brand, and the two biggest things actually, are the aesthetic and what it makes you feel, and then the actual product itself.
She says that she has big goals for Rhode. She wants to really expand the brand, take it international. Those are the next steps for her. She kind of has already, like, I know it's in Canada and the UK, but she wants things to be even bigger and really succeed. Hailey had also trademarked the name Mood Board under the clothing category, so she was asking if she would soon be expanding her business to some sort of clothing line, which she said she liked the name and it was an idea that she had, but there's been no movement. So no Hailey Bieber clothing line coming yet. I mean, I just don't even think that people could even like handle her coming out with something new right now with the way that people are so hot and cold with her. But I don't know, I feel like since her brand does kind of sell out a lot of the time when she puts out a new skincare product, people would probably buy her clothes. Like I said, even though people don't like her, there was a period in time where people wanted to do their hair like her, do their nails like her. They really liked her style. So it would be interesting if she ever did that, how successful it would be. But it seems like despite the internet being against her, she is trying to keep going by putting herself out there, whether it be her brand or new ones, social media. She isn't letting it hold her back all too much. I mean, she sat down for this interview literally in the thick of all of the Selena drama. And Hailey actually did get a lot of praise in the comment section of the interview because it took place during the whole drama. People ended up complimenting how she carried herself and didn't try to play victim and turn the narrative around onto herself so that Selena would get hate in any way. But I will say that the Instagram comments have reacted much differently and they have not been nice at all. People have flooded her recent Instagram picture to bug her about even mentioning Selena's name in this interview, and they're saying a bunch of cruel things about her and her looks, ripping her to shreds, everything. It's honestly just such a mess, like the whole triangle of Selena, Hailey, and Justin, and the fact that they're always connected in some sort of conversation and cannot seem to escape it no matter what. I literally just can't even imagine being married and the ex being brought up. Like, seriously, I just do not understand. But like I said, people blame Hailey for that, and people were definitely telling her about it on Instagram that they didn't love it. But that is what she had to say in this interview about Selena, the drama, the internet, her future goals. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.